Charlie and Patty Kieffer are being awarded California State Parks' highest honor for volunteer service, the prestigious Medallion Award. With over 30 years of volunteer service, the Kieffers have shared the stories, facts, and history about the Castro Adobe and Wilder State Parks. They've led tours, performed outreach, supported visiting school groups, and shared their knowledge and experience with other docents. Their hard work and commitment is seen in the passion of their presentations and the excitement stirred in their visitors.
Yeah!
So Patty and I have been working on a talk for Julie.
and practicing, and I keep saying, no, don't go off script. We have 5 minutes, no more than 5.
And I am one to try to learn a lot of knowledge and then pick up the object. If I have the object in my hand, then I can take off. If I don't have the object, I kind of draw this blank. So Patty has wrote down everything, and she said, you stay right on cue. We only have 5 minutes for that. Don't go someplace else. Well, I have to tell you, it's really an honor. Now, you know, you do these things a lot of times. It's actually for us. It benefits us. We enjoy it. We enjoy people out here talking to people, and it's wonderful. To give an award like this is really very, very nice, and we really appreciate it. And what's that? Oh no! The Castro haters back there. I see him in the corner. Anyway, so I was 52 years old in well, actually it's 53 now because I was a year off when she was there. And my lovely wife says, I'm going to put your name in to be a docent at Wilder Ranch because you are a Castro descendant. And I said, no, thank you. I have a business to run. We have children to raise. She puts my name in. I came out there and fell in love with it. It's absolutely a wonderful, wonderful park. The history that you can tell about that park is just marvelous. You can go from the Native Americans up to modern time. So I just fell in love with it. And the machine shop. I love the machine shop. To go in there and repair it and put grease in it and go back to the old days when you used to take care of everything. You just didn't throw it away. And the machine shop was there for over 100 years and still operating. So I enjoyed it. So what happened next? Guess who I volunteered the next year? And here is a wonderful lady that when we were first married did not cook. She was raised. No, I'm serious. She was raised by her mother, and her mother stayed home and did all the cooking. I was a bachelor. I'm about 5 years older than Patty. So I was a bachelor and I cooked, and I had to cook at home and so forth. So here was a lady that came into my life, and she said, I am going to learn to cook. I want to put food on the table. When we have children, I want us all to be together. So here she is, a banker running a big branch and so forth, and then she goes to Wilder and learns how to bake in a wood stove. Come on, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Anyway, so it is a wonderful award. Okay, Crybaby, go ahead.
I will say that looking around this room, there's nobody that I don't love. I am not kidding. We are very, very blessed for all of you. Our involvement with all of you really started through state parks.
And so another little part of it, 2 years later, guess who I volunteered to work at the animals, for the animals? Our daughter, Christy Kieffer. And then she came on the board.
She was actually on the board before him.
Before I was. So I want to tell a real quick story about Jim Toney. He's passed away now, but a lot of us were, I get a little teary on that.
He was a special man.
Yep.
Everyone loved him.
Yep. I kind of think him as the one that really pushed Friends into saving the Adobe. He's the one that went forward. Anyway, so I'm a docent up there, and I meet Randy and him. Randy was the head guy, the director of friends, and they met me in the adobe out here right after the earthquake. Randy Radair, yeah. So we sat down, and Jim Toney says, Charlie, I want you to be on the board. You're a caster and should be on the board. And I said, I don't have time for that. I docent up there, I'm running a business. And you know what Jim Toney says? I don't care what the hell you're doing. I'm putting you, on the board, right? So that's how I got on the board, and I loved it, really. And then, of course, I was involved with friends and still am, and then with the Castro Committee, too. So, I don't know what else to say, but thank you very much. It's been a wonderful ride. You know, you go through life sometimes, and you don't realize some of the things that take place that make you who you are today. And joining Friends and State Parks has done that. I love it. I really do. And thank you all. It's been wonderful.
Ride is not over.
Okay. Congratulations.
Denise and I started doing songs out here in the garden for open houses back in June of last year. So we're relatively new to this docenting thing, but we've gotten to know Patty and Charlie pretty well. So this song is based on rumor, gossip, innuendo, speculation, and pure fabrication. Just so you know, you can ask Charlie and Patty about, well, that's part of being a docent. If you don't know, you make it up, right? You make it up. We have docent lore, and so you can ask Patty and Charlie whether any of these stories are actually true.
And please sing along.
Please sing along. And you got to pay attention because the last two lines they change every once in a while.
Sneak up on you.
Here we go. Patty and Charlie were docents, or learning how they could guide. Volunteered thousands of hours and threw in some cookies and pies. We love those guys. That's why we're singing this song. Here we go. Patty and Charlie were Kieffers, part of a Mexican clan. Here at the Castro Adobe, happy as Mexican clams. We love those guys. That's why we're singing this song. Paul gives the orientation. Susan takes hold of the bell, clanging like there's no tomorrow. But Charlie's got stories to tell. We love those guys. That's why we're singing this song. Charlie would start a new sentence. Patty inserted her part. Between the two of those Kieffers, interruptions quite an art. We love those guys. That's why we're singing this song. Here we go. Charlie picked up a few pedals, showed the kids how to make pops. Here at the Castro Adobe, we use anything for a prop. We love those guys. That's why we're singing this song. Patty and Charlie told stories all up and down the West Coast, riding the rails and subsisting on champagne and buttered toast. They don't ask for much. That's why we're singing this song. Patty and Charlie keep busy, donating time at the school, going to 3 or 4 meetings a week. Those agenda-loving fools. Let's make this quick. They got a meeting to go to. Here at the Castro Adobe, they give a fabulous tour. For open houses and field trips, they got those facts for sure. And occasionally, they go on a bit long, but that's okay. There was a beauty pageant way back in pre-COVID times. Patty showed off her equestrian skills and kicked those girls behind. She wore a tiara with a cowboy boot. Charlie went paratrooping back in the Army Air Force. He could jump right off the balcony and go right on with the tour. He has no fear. He's seen it all before. They got a secret between them that keeps their romance alive. Something to do with some leather chap and 15 kinds of ties. They get along great, just like Bonnie and Clyde. We never tire of those stories. They make the history fun. Tales of vaqueros and bandits fascinate the old and young. We love you guys. And now we're done with this song.
Oh, hi, I'm Ann, and I work for Friends. And so we're sitting there in the class, and they're talking about like the artifacts and the things that you are allowed to touch, the things that you are not allowed to touch. And they said, you know, like there's going to be a dot on the back of it, and if there's a blue dot on the back of it, then you're allowed to use it, and if there's not, then you don't touch it. And I look, and Charlie and Patty are sitting right in front of me. And all of a sudden, Charlie starts going like this, looking all over Patty's back. Patty goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, they said if you see something you like, look for the blue dot. So I'm looking for the blue dot." And at that moment, I fell in love with those two. So I've been besotted ever since.